Legend Crew, welcome to another episode of Legend Ethics Shared Dreams. I'm proud to introduce a good friend of mine, Rachel Houseworth. We're on beautiful UCLA campus. It's a great day today, so we're repping by wearing the blue and gold.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait! I'm just kidding, that's one she ordered, so she wanted the OG version. But yeah, no, thanks for being on this episode. Let's tell everybody where you're from.
So I grew up in a small town in New Jersey. It was basic suburbia, all the houses were like the same. And yeah, I grew up there my entire life from when I was born till when I was 18. And then I moved out here to go to school. So
what are you studying right now?
So I'm studying neuroscience. It's been pretty crazy of a run.
I bet. How far into that are you?
I'm in my second year, so I'm still just taking my general courses, nothing too specific yet.
Okay.
So.
I mean, what was one of your dreams? I mean, growing up as a kid. I mean, is this what you always wanted to go into, or?
So actually, growing up as a kid, I always wanted to be like a singer. At one point, I wanted to be an astronaut, and then at one point, I was convinced I was going to be a baker. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Combine those and you got one hell of a gig.
Yeah. So I really did not think I was gonna get...
On my spare time, I go to space, you know?
Space is so cool. I love space so much. But then I realized I would be away from my family for a while.
Oh yeah. Just a little out of reach.
Yeah. A little out of touch.
Yeah.
Where I belong.
That's really cool. What led you into your neuroscience major then? What kind of led into that?
So I generally was avoidant of the medical route. I thought that it was going to be too much for me. I thought I couldn't deal with that. But then I started learning more about it, and I started getting more interested in the brain. Specifically, in my AP psychology class, we had a neuroscience unit. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, because I've always been a really curious person who asks why. And so I always wondered, why do we do the things we do, and what is that on a scientific level? And I would love to just know that and learn more about it in order to help people. And so I started forming this passion for just helping people, and I realized getting into neuroscience on a pre-medical track would really help me to just be able to learn more about how we function as humans, and what could go wrong in the brain and things we can do to prevent that. So yeah.
And after 2 years, you still can't explain why I am the way I am.
Yeah, I can't explain why I am the way I am. I wish. I feel that was a part of it too.
Yeah.
And also my grandmother has severe dementia, and that was a really big inspiration for me to sort of learn more about what that is.
Yeah.
And learn more about how I could help
definitely.
her.
So what has been one of your biggest obstacles, trying to pursue that?
Yeah, so one of my biggest obstacles would be just dealing with the pressure of campus and of my peers. I would say going to a top institution, you constantly are hearing all these amazing things that people are doing around you, and it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because it is so amazing and so inspiring to hear everyone, but it can also really put a lot of pressure on you and make you feel like you're constantly not doing enough, or you're constantly you're not being productive enough. You're not. Yeah. No, I'm trying. But yeah, there's so much pressure that you constantly feel. It's just a vibe. In lectures, you're constantly hearing people chatting about the next internship they're going to, what they're doing in the hospital, and you're like, oh my god, I need to be doing that. Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely been really hard to sort of stay in my lane and focus on what I'm doing, and not get too overwhelmed by everyone else around me.
But if you do change lanes, be sure to use your blinkers.
Always use my blinker. I'm always safe.
Okay,
always
good.
Safe.
So, what would be a tip that you can give the viewers about chasing your dreams, about pursuing something that you might be scared to achieve, or fearful to even try to do? What would be a tip that you can give them?
I say just do it. As hard as it is.
This is Legend Ethics, not Nike.
Nike is in everything.
Just do it.
Just do it. No, but I would say I think a really good thing that always sort of grounds me and brings me back is realizing my why. Like, why am I doing this? Why did I choose this path? And, what do I want out of it? And when I always remember, like, my motivation, and I remember that, like, I'm in this to help people, I'm in this to, attain this goal that I want for myself, it really sort of brings everything subjectively back to you and makes everything more comfortable.
That's amazing. Well, thanks for being on the show. I appreciate it. That was a fun episode.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
He's so passionate. He always comes into work and is just constantly talking about what he's going to do next. And I think it's so amazing and so inspiring.
And then she's like, why?
Yeah.
But why? Why?
Because you also have to live in the present too.
Yeah.
He's very focused.
I appreciate
which is amazing.
that. Yeah. It's. You're like a sounding board at work sometimes. You're just like, I have to express my feelings. Get your notepad. Rachel, are you ready? Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, for this episode of Legend Ethics, Shared Dreams. I'm going to post social media links to Rachel Houseworth's Instagram so you can check out what she's doing and stuff like that. And I'll link the online apparel store, legendethics.com, and my social media so you can stay up to date with my acting career and such. But yeah, be sure to like and subscribe to hear from more weekly guest stars and these really fun episodes that we kind of just talk about our dreams and see how it's going. Mm-hmm. So let's build the Legend Crew, guys. Let's keep it going. You're weird.
You're weird.